Now we move on to part B, engage in discussion. You will now discuss a topic with each other. This must include indicating your views, asking each other at least one different question, and answering each other's questions. The topic is small local shops. In Britain, many people like to go shopping in large shops outside town centres. A community group wants ideas on how to encourage people to use small local shops in your area. Together you are to give some details about the last time you went shopping. Discuss some ways to encourage people to use small local shops in your area. Discuss your ideas and put forward your suggestions to the community group. Agree on 1 or 2 suggestions on how to encourage people to use the small local shops in your area. I will read this once again. You will now discuss a topic with each other. This must include indicating your views, asking each other at least one different question, and answering each other's questions. The topic is small local shops. In Britain, many people like to go shopping in large shops outside town centres. A community group wants ideas on how to encourage people to use small local shops in your area. Together you are to give some details about the last time you went shopping. Discuss some ways to encourage people to use small local shops in your area. Discuss your ideas and put forward your suggestions to the community group. And agree on 1 or 2 suggestions on how to encourage people to use the small local shops in your area. Thank you. Candidate A, Candidate B, you may begin your discussion.
Yes, in Britain, most of people like to go to buy items or goods from big shops.
But what about the local shops near us?
I think from local shops is better, because when you go to local shop you save a lot, because when you go to big shops you need money to travel to go very far. But in local shop you just walk in and you just going to do your shopping.
But what about if we use a local shop around us? We help them grow. We can help them grow, as well as we can help the production of wherever they get their produce from locally. And then we can spread the word, maybe with a community group, and encourage them all to use it.
Yes, I think like in my area, you find sometimes in the shop you can't find most of those things you like to buy. But we have to find out, or to encourage even our leaders to make arrangements and then they can buy and bring those items we need, or people in the community to buy from local shops. Because maybe sometimes people are going very far because they don't get what they want. That's my idea, I'm just thinking.
I agree in some points. I disagree. I think in local areas, you can help the local shop grow. And from that growth, they can spread the word to other people, and then also their produce is fresher because it's closer to you, you don't have to travel far, and it's more convenient.
Yes.
Do you agree?
It is true. It is true. It is true. So we need to try to convince people, to encourage people we live with, our neighbors, to make sure they're not going very far. They just go to local shop and buy whatever.
But
they
how
want.
could we do that? Maybe word of mouth, maybe spreading the word that our local shop has really fresh produce and variety of products, a word of mouth. What else do you think we could do?
Yeah, I think we can use the word of the mouth. Like when we go to shop, we meet the people. We go to work, we meet the people. Or sometimes when we have our children, we take them to school, we speak to our friend. Those ladies that are bringing children to school, we can just tell them, explain why we advise them to go and buy in local shops. Other way,
so we could send our children to school with the local produce, or the produce that we get from our local shops, or the cakes that they make, or whatever, and then they can spread the word in school, and then they can tell their mums and dads.
Yes,
It's
that's
an
a
idea.
good idea. That's a good idea.
It's a good idea.
That's a very good idea. Yeah. So I think we have the job to do now.
I think so.
We have to be encouraging people. That is what is not really our job. Do we have to do it?
I think it's
Because
not
I know
really a
people-
job. I think if we just have word of mouth and they have good public knowledge of good positive feedback, I think they'll get a lot of business in the local areas.
Is it possible? Do you think it's possible to encourage even, social media to tell people?
Absolutely.
Because sometimes here in the UK you find it's cold. You don't go out. When are we going to get time to tell people?
It's true.
But people inside, they can watch television, they can listen from the radio. So if it has been announced, people will learn.
Thank you. Candidate A and Candidate B. Give some details about the last time you went shopping. Candidate B.
Last time I went shopping, it was yesterday in the morning when I went to buy bread, a loaf of bread from local shop, and I wanted to buy some fresh milk. So I bought those two items, and then I went back home. It was really nice because I bought a fresh bread. And I have got my son who likes it.
Thank you.
I went yesterday, but it wasn't for produce itself. I went for retail therapy. I bought some bits and pieces that I wanted to buy in clothing line. But then I went to Morrison's because their bread smelled delicious. And obviously, because the smell brought me to them, I brought nice fresh bread.
Yeah.
And then there was another lady in the shop, and I encouraged her to buy a loaf of bread that was nice and freshly baked. So I felt like a good positive feedback there, and then I went home.
Thank you. Candidate A and Candidate B. That is the end of your assessment.